Hi team, it's Chris here at Lakewood HQ RP6. So the purpose for this video is we're walking through the new intake form, so the new check-in feature that was presented on Monday's phone call. And for those of you that had to step away, this is actually a good refresher on what the purpose of it is for. So the new check-in feature, let me show you, it's going to look like this. Doesn't look very robust, but once you answer questions, the drop downs will open. Before we get into this, I just want to show you the back end piece and just kind of explain the purpose for it. So this is going to help with metrics and outcomes. It's going to help measure success, and it's going to help track cases and actually show a good view of how USO RP6 sites are having an impact on the community. This happens through clients using the resource room when RP6 hosts an event at their centers. This includes, anything from, the SOAR events to the luncheons. This brings in those numbers and captures the reoccurring clients that come back in. So this revised intake form is set to capture the true impact that we have on the community. And it will significantly enhance our numbers and will present a real, again, like a real life picture of how much we are interacting with clients on a daily basis. So to look at the form, we're going to go back to Salesforce. So you will have your site manager dashboard. The only addition to your dashboard will be the weekly check-in report. The reason I waited a couple of days to post this is because we wanted to make sure that we showed you exactly how it works functionally. So here you can see for today's report, for the last, let's go back real quick, sorry. Here you can see the reasons for a client's visit. And so of course, as you saw, when you click into them, you can get into better detail. So this is just to help us track who's in the building, track how many people on a daily basis come in. If you have any further questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to me, but we'll go ahead and go into the TA form. So here's the TA form. So the first question is this your first time here? There's a couple of options. Yes, this is my first time here. I've got a referral, but I've never done any online intakes. That'll hit you yes. So when we click yes, it takes you to the online intake form. So you fill in all the geographical information. Right down here, excuse me, so in the profile, if we scroll down, right in here, it's going to still let us capture the reason for the client's visit. So let's say they have an event that were invited to your center but have never visited an RP6 location. This is where they would put why they were in the building. And if you select other, this is something that can be asked in the intake. So we'll go back. So yes, walk-in is going to bring you to the full intake form. Sorry. What did I do? My apologies, give me one moment. All right, so the next one is, yes, I've completed an online intake. So this is just for an appointment with a scout or a class schedule. Let's say you have sending the TA form linked into to RSVP for an event. This way you have a lot of this check-in already done once an event starts. This is where you would put your first name, your last name, the email that was provided on Salesforce, and the location. So remember, by location, you will have the drop downs. So that was why you guys had to send your pick list of activities to Kylie. That way she could input them for capturing purposes. Let's go into, no, this is not my first time here. You're going to see the same form as you did the previous one. So yes, completed online intake. This is for if somebody is going to be using your facility on a regular basis. So for our instance here, it would be Microsoft IT, who is in the building a couple of days a week. Same thing with anybody using the resource room on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. So after this, what ends up happening is a check-in feature, a check-in record gets saved to the contact. So we'll go into my fake case. So here in the fake case, the contact will not show up in the case, but it will show up in the contact name. So the contact name is there. We scroll all the way down, and here it is, the check-in. And it'll show you the reason for the appointment. This has actually been really helpful because sometimes we will miss phone calls with clients. We'll be playing phone tag, but in the interim, they've been downstairs working diligently on their resumes or taking tests. And this is kind of a good way for us to check progress with clients as well. So there's also a feature that you can put on your tab. I don't have it on my tab, so what I'll do is put it on my tab so that so you guys know how to do it. So we'll go to Customize My Tab, and we're going to put the check-in feature, and we're going to add it to our tab. This way we have it accessible. So in check-in feature, we can select it, and here we can see the recent check-ins, recently modified, or recently created. Now, as Kylie was saying, this is also where you can check somebody in manually. This could mean maybe a computer's down, or let's say you have a lead or a contact in the building and you just want to make sure that you're capturing them visiting your center. Instead of asking them to do the signing online on the TA form, we'll do it on our end. So we'll click New. In the new, we'll just find their contact information, so I'll just use my fake case. Reason for the visit, we'll just say other. Client status is no, it is not my first time, and the location is here. So here is where we could put tour, or whatever the reason for their purpose is. So this would be some of the classes that they have. So here we would hit save. Let's check her in. Let's save. Hopefully this works. There we go. So now we have a new check-in. So again, this form is to be used in-house. This is going to increase your caseload for the clients that for the clients that have not registered with RP6. But again, this is a wonderful thing. We're providing continual service to people that didn't know of our action plan and the resources that we provide and our assistance to transitioning veterans. So this is a purpose. Also here in-house, we do have people that absolutely don't need any help, but it's great to know that if they did, they would already have a scout that was assigned to them. So the purpose for tagging the account to one of the scouts so they can follow up with them. Here, what we'll do sometimes is, leadership will take on some cases and contact some clients and just verify that there was no other needs that need to be met. In the case that there are, then we just reach out. If we can ourselves, we'll take it on. If not, we'll reach out to one of the scouts to assist them with whatever resource, whatever action plan they need to establish. So just know that this is going to assist with driving numbers, but more importantly, it's going to assist with helping more transitioning veterans. I think that's it. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will be available through email or phone call. Thank you so much.